This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 17th of July. I'm James Spann. Got a few showers and storms around today on radar, but as the week rolls along, the weather will be trending hotter and drier for much of the state as a ridge strengthens. Check things out. There's the water vapor satellite view across the continent this afternoon. Again, the heat bubble a little to the west. We got a weak troughing over the eastern states and a typical random display of scattered showers and storms. That was the radar this afternoon at 2:34. Heavy rain falling in parts of Randolph, Cleburne counties in East Alabama over toward Anniston and Oxford. Heavy rain falling east of Birmingham, and a few showers in northwest Alabama, some near Tuscaloosa. They're random. They're drifting to the southwest. They dissipate later this evening once the sun goes down. There's the visible satellite view. Always nice to see those on the visible satellite imagery in summertime. And again, once we get the sun down, those will fade very quickly. Temperature is a little below average, most spots between 87 and 90. The hot spot up in the shoals, they've got 93, where they have warmer air aloft, and that ridge will gradually develop southeastward to include much of the state. That means that hotter and drier trend in the days ahead. Around the nation, hey, looks a lot like summer. Temperatures nearing 100 over parts of South Dakota today. Coolest air is over the northwest and northeast U.S. Here's a look at the watch warning map. We've got some heat advisories for cities like Kansas City and St. Louis. Flash flood watches for parts of the southwest, from Las Vegas down to Tucson, the monsoon season there. And up in the northeast United States, hey, a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight from northern Pennsylvania up into much of Vermont. There's the convective outlook, couple of risks well to the north of here. Tomorrow, notice that drier air creeping into Alabama, the risk of severe weather again way up north, cities like Minneapolis, St. Paul, Madison, Wisconsin, Des Moines, Iowa. Day 3, which is Wednesday. Again, the ridge kind of is centered west of the state. There might be a storm here, but if by chance we see one, organized severe weather, no, just a marginal risk again well to the north. This is the rain for the next 7 days. You can kind of pick out the center of the heat ridge. Underneath that thing, places like Dallas, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Memphis, no rain at all. In Alabama, the amounts are heavier down to the south, just scattered storms typically every day like we see this time of the year. Amount should be pretty light for the northern quarter of the state as the ridge strengthens. Tropical weather, couple of waves in the Atlantic. Number 2 out there, I don't know if that's going to make it. A lot of dry air involved, but the lead wave approaching the Windward Islands might. The Hurricane Center has it at a 50-50 chance of developing in the short term. Modeling, this is a very low-latitude system. This thing comes across the southern Caribbean, and most of the tropical models push it into Central America. The GFS, same idea, very low latitude. In fact, the GFS basically dissipates this thing on the northern coast of South America, so obviously no worries here. Model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. We'll kind of watch that 594 heat bubble west of the state, troughing a little to the east. And again, tomorrow will be like today, I think. Morning sun, a few scattered storms in the afternoon, but they should be fairly widely spaced. I'd say the chance of any one spot getting wet about 1 in 5, and the high at or just over 90. Wednesday, the ridge strengthens, and again, there could be an afternoon storm. Please understand, we're not saying the chance of rain is going to 0. It doesn't work that way in summertime here, but should be hot, mostly dry. Any storms, few and far between. Low to mid-90s. Thursday, again, the ridge is the story. Lots of sun. Mid-90s are likely. And again, a storm could pop up, but probably not very many. In fact, this is the upper look, and you can see on Thursday how that big 594 heat ridge expands to cover much of the country, kind of pushing the jet stream way up north, which is pretty typical for mid to late July. This is getting into the highest part of summer. Same thing Friday, mid-90s. Any storms very isolated. Same thing Saturday. The GFS showing a high of 96, the sky mostly sunny. Any afternoon storms very isolated. But Sunday, the ridge begins to break down, and the chance of scattered storms will increase a bit by afternoon. And this is Monday, a week from today. You can see the heights are down. And that looks very typical for summer. Mixture of clouds and sunshine with scattered showers and storms, mainly Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Here's the end of the forecast period. This is Thursday of next week, July 27th. 594 heat ring well to the west, troughing over the eastern U.S., and that's suggesting a surface boundary might try and approach from the north. And again, that might bring an enhancement of showers and storms at that point. And thankfully, these mid-90s are not expected to last long. This is off the GFS. You can see them showing up for the latter half of this week. But really, late month into early July, the GFS is suggesting mid to upper 80s. That is below average for the hottest part of summer. And we'll take that. That's it for the Weather Xtreme. And let me just say this. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen. Let me make that perfectly clear. That's rather anomalous for this time of the year. Wouldn't be shocked if we had low 90s, but still it's a nice thought. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes of the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.